This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Yellow Jackets will put toe to leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Colorado's offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Here comes the offense on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it on the sneak. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Caught in the backfield, it's Atkins. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Salter. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Yellow Jackets offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great.
Oh, he's got some space. Quick step and go. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's King. Catch in the middle, it's Rutherford. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got a little space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show him, the defense, that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in a football game.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
And here comes the field goal unit. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Back to pass, it's Salter. Flips it out on the screen. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, 3rd and 1. We're bringing in all the beef, right? We're bringing more guys to the line of scrimmage, more guys near the ball, thinking run, run, run. How about this? They try to be coy, slip the pass in there. Defense says, no, no, no. They were ready for it. Get the big sack, get the lost yards play.
And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Georgia Tech had great moments a season ago. Now to look for consistency, and to do that, Brent Key has certainly bolstered the talent on this roster.
He has, and one thing Brent Key is always preaching is physicality and dominance, especially in the trenches. So that's an area, David, I expect Georgia Tech once again to be really good.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch them, their offense really evolve, and they've done a great job with blending different types of offense with a running quarterback, and it's a fun offense to watch.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dan, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
He's going to take off. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the change. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Got a man. It's Rutherford.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick handoff. Got room to work. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's King. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to set up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Shotgun snap on third down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Atkins. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Miller. There he goes! And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's King. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. Made a defender miss. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Runs through a tackle. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the back. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Yellow Jackets have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Patterson. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Power football with the run. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Dead center perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Salter. With the catch, it's Miller. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Atkins. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Going up top again. Got his man out of the backfield. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
The Buffaloes are on the move. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Get it out on the screen. Across the 35. Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires left. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
The Buffaloes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen. Get ready for the run. Less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Back to throw, it's Salter. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
No doubt who the quarterback was going to on that play. Down close, by the goal line. There was only one dude that could make that play, and the quarterback found him.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
Here's the handoff. Crosses the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Off the RPO, complete. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's King. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run back, but this ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch. It's Rivers. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And the Buffaloes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Atkins. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The carry going off right tackle here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking for a man. It's King. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Hands it off. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. That pass is incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking down the middle. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's King. Got his man on the outside. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Haynes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rutherford. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
On target over the middle, and he's brought down after a nice gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Makes the grab. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Salter. Got his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the lone running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Yellow Jackets line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's King. Pocket breaking down. Zings it complete to the right. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And that is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's King. They'll run the screen. There he goes. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Welsh. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's King. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
All wideouts, no backs. To the air, it's Salter. Snagged in the middle, it's Atkins. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. Oh, better look out. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Catch in the middle, it's Atkins. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Not sexy, it's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? Keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down.
He'll pull it on the read. Find some fresh air. Breaks out another sweet move and gets it down to the 40.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. To throw, it's Salter. They're working that left side. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
There's not a lot to think about when you're the quarterback. You've got one of the best receivers in the country. You get him the ball any way possible. It doesn't matter if one guy's covering him or 2 guys are covering him. He just gets open and gets first downs.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 in there, basically right back where they started.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. A lead down to just 3, 20-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Shakes off the defender. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Caught over the middle. It's Rutherford. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Rutherford. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a man miss. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Looking to throw, it's Salter. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams.
Man, as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
The Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line, it's Miller. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. He wants to throw it again. Going for it all. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to throw, it's King. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Atkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Salter. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Makes the grab down the middle. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll do it himself. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
They'll send the back in motion. 3rd down play from the gun. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Colorado! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They took it 64 yards right down the field, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15. They'll leave it with the lone back. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Give to the running back. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
He's got the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Wants to throw. It's King. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rutherford. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw again. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Rutherford. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this fourth down conversion.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Trying to escape and get it himself. The offense coughs it up. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And talk about getting excited just to lose it again. The offense gets the first down. You got enough yards, but what do you have to do? You got to take care of the football. You can't cough it up. The defense forces the fumble, recovers it, takes all the wind and all the momentum back to their side.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Ooh, I don't know, guys. Did he hear footsteps? Running over the middle of the field where all those defenders are lurking. I think that might have got in his head, and that might have been a reason why he dropped it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Patterson. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's King. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
At the 20, he's got space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Haynes. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Makes one man miss. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's King. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Stop short of the marker, and they stop with his defense, and they get the ball back. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buffaloes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Corrals it at the 45. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Back to pass, it's King. Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they've tied it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we might be headed for overtime. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got enough for the first. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Gets the back moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. Off the play fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting three on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Gonna run it, it's Welch. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
They haven't gotten much done here. Third down, and they need to at least pick up a few to make the field goal attempt easier. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and how about that clutch kick from distance to send us to another overtime? We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the catch. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
First and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the second overtime. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Buffaloes! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion. Motion from the wideout. He'll take it himself. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Video game type numbers now for this QB. He has been virtually unstoppable, and you know the Heisman voters are taking account of what he has done here in this game. He's got over 450 passing yards now.
Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air on second down. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Third down in overtime. They have to keep the drive alive and try to get it in the house. Wants to throw again. He wants it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They've got to get it in on the two-point try to force a third overtime. Calls his own number. They cannot convert. A defensive stop will end it, and a two-point victory